If you're watching this, chances are you know how highly competitive it is to get a Disney internship. Honestly, I had to go through different semesters applying to Disney, and I never gave up until I finally got the offer to be a Walt Disney World Public Relations intern. So I'm going to teach you today 4 ways to increase your chances of getting a Disney internship. Number 1, your network is everything. Who you know is everything at this company. Before I worked at Disney, I made creative graphics on Canva, and I messaged different recruiters and people in the company saying how much I wanted to work there, how much I aspired to bring my skill set to the company. I had been dreaming about working at Disney since I was younger, and nothing was gonna stop me from at least getting my foot into the door. Luckily, I had a public relations internship at Visit Orlando where my supervisor and I were very close and established a relationship, and she referred me to someone on the hiring team of the internship that I would do in the future, which was the Walt Disney World Public Relations internship. I exercised my network and I sent these graphics to many people at Disney. Most people ignored it, but the people that did choose to respond, I took that advice as gold. Throughout this process, you need to be persistent. You need to be tenacious. You have to want it. Don't just accept the fact, oh, Disney internships are just too hard for me to get, it's highly competitive, like I'm not enough. No, the first step here, besides your network, is understanding that you are enough. You need to believe in yourself. Number 2, get your foot in the door any way that you can. Luckily, when I was striving to work at the company, I went to all of the career fairs in my area, and repeatedly I would see the same recruiter, and we went to the same college. We graduated from Rollins College, and we established a relationship because of this. So I would see him at multiple career fairs. I would, keep in touch with him on LinkedIn, and eventually, one of the days that I saw him again, he sent me a consideration link, and that was my foot in the door to work at Disney. I received the offer to work in attractions at Muppet Vision 3D, and I was ecstatic because even though this was starting at the bottom, this was starting somewhere in the company, and from there I can move upward. At the time, I was freshly graduated out of school, so I was eligible for the Disney Professional Internship Program. And I applied, and it was a pretty lengthy process, but luckily my recruiter was incredible. Shout out to you, Pamela. If you have to get your foot in the door working in food and beverage, attractions, any of the hourly park roles, do it. Because that way you're gonna meet so many people in the company. You have an internal portal where you can meet people on roster, which is Disney's platform for meeting different people in the company. It gives you access to their emails. It gives you access to the internal career site, which you have a higher chance of getting an internship if you are in the company. Thirdly, you need to make sure that your resume is ATS friendly. That is gold. ATS stands for Applicant Tracking System. So the keywords that you put in your resume are everything. Your keywords need to align with the job description that you're going for. So, for example, if you are going for a marketing internship, whatever that job description says, you're gonna wanna take some of the keywords from that job description and implement it into your resume. Your resume goes through an ATS system before reaching a recruiter. So essentially, it goes through a program, and it's gonna scan for those keywords of the job description before your resume is even eligible to reach the recruiter, for the recruiter to go over. I also include the link to the internship program and all of the different programs that they have listed, and you can see what areas very much interest you and really start to build your portfolio. A portfolio can go a really long way too, alongside your resume. And the most important step, last but not least, do not give up. If I would have listened to the doubts in my head, to the logical fact that Disney internships are so hard to get, I would not have had the opportunity to have worked on the Walt Disney World public relations team for 6 months and had all the incredible opportunities that I had to do. So we got to work with Jalen Hurts and host him for the Super Bowl. We got to work with the Kelsey family and do a photo shoot with them at Animal Kingdom. We hosted Tamron Hall and worked with a bunch of celebrities and were able to write press releases and blog posts. I published my first blog post on the Disney Parks blog website. I was given so much opportunity. And with this opportunity, it is up for you to make the most of it. It might be a lengthy process. My process took about 4 interviews until I was given the offer. And I just kept showing up as my best. Just be the best that you can be. Just be yourself, because that's what Disney wants to see. Disney wants to see people who are just being themselves and are comfortable in their own skin, because they're so used to so many people trying to impress them that honestly it just doesn't impress them. So just speak your truth, speak from your heart, and essentially just connect with the people you're interviewing with. So there's a few internship applications that are listed now in New York and I believe California. There's only about 6 internships currently listed, but most of the internships are listed in August for the spring roles and January for the fall roles. So given that we're at the end of May, you're gonna wanna start preparing all of your material now for August, because it's gonna be here as soon as you know it. If you need any more advice or have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and I am so excited for you to embark on this journey. It's not an easy one, but it is so worth it in the end. Good luck, you got this.